Taehyung and Jungkook cried together in front of the ARMY that night. The atmosphere turned out to be so emotional and unforgettable. The magnificent stage, filled with light and a sea of purple light sticks, suddenly witnessed the most moving moment between two BTS members who have been known to be strong and full of joy: Taehyung V and Jungkook. In a special concert titled BTS Memories in Harmony, the two couldn't hold back tears while singing a song that meant so much to them and the ARMY. That night, Taehyung and Jungkook sang the song Young Forever, an iconic song that always serves as a reminder of the difficult times, hopes, and struggles of BTS, from a doubtful small group to a global phenomenon. While chanting verse after verse of the song, their voices could be heard shaking, and the smiles slowly turned into tears that flowed uncontrollably. Not only them. Thousands of ARMY in the stadium and millions of spectators who watched through the live broadcast were swept away in grief. The camera captured the moment in which Taehyung turned to Jungkook, clasped his hands, and said in a trembling voice, "We came this far, together." Jungkook, usually known as the cheerful Magne, lowered his head, covered his face for a moment with his hands, before finally wiping away his tears and saying to the ARMY, "Without you, we wouldn't be standing here." Their tears were not only because of the song, but also because of the memories that were present that night. Their journey from trainee days, sleeping in cramped rooms together, strengthening each other when feeling hopeless, to finally standing on the world's biggest stage, everything is back in their heads. Taehyung recalled that when they first heard Young Forever, they listened to it while crying in the rehearsal room. The song represents the fear of the future, the doubt of whether they can survive, and the prayer that they can stay together forever. Every word in the song used to be our prayer. "Today, that is a promise we have kept with you," Taehyung said in a hoarse voice, making the atmosphere of the stadium even more dissolved in emotion. "I am in the midst of crying that could not be contained." The ARMY responded by singing the chorus of the song together. Thousands of voices converged, echoed in the stadium, and made Jungkook cry again, this time with a smile. He looked around the arena and said, "You are the reason we are strong. Thank you for believing in us from day one." Taehyung, who was standing beside him, nodded while hugging Jungkook's shoulder. The two then raised their hands, forming a heart on top of their heads, a small but meaningful sign that their love for the ARMY would never fade. After the song is finished, the atmosphere is still heavy by emotion. However, Jungkook then said in a soft tone, "We may rest for a while, but we promise we will meet again stronger, with more stories to share." Taehyung added, "It's not goodbye. It's just see you soon, because we will always return to our home, you guys." Their words seem to be a cure for the longing that has been felt by ARMY, as well as a reminder that the relationship between BTS and their fans is not an ordinary relationship, it is a family. After the song was over, the atmosphere full of emotion still felt so strong in all corners of the stadium. Taehyung and Jungkook's tears seem to be a bridge that connects their hearts with millions of soldiers around the world. However, behind the tears, there was a small smile that began to expand on their faces, a sign that the night was not only about sadness, but also gratitude and pride for all the long journey they had taken together. Shortly after the song, Young Forever, ended, a large LED screen behind the stage displayed video snippets of past memories. Starting from footage of trainee times, moments in their first dorm, to the first concerts that only a few people saw. All are shown in flash videos that invite small laughs as well as tears of emotion from the members and viewers. Jungkook stared at the screen while shaking his head slowly. He said softly into the microphone, "I still remember very well what it was like to be afraid of not being able to debut. I remember how Taehyung always patted me on the shoulder and said, 'We definitely can, and look, Hyung, we did it.'" Hearing that, Taehyung held back his sobs while patting Jungkook on the back. He replied, "You've always been the little brother I'm proud of, Jungkookie. I can't say anything more than I'm grateful we can stand here together." The audience also simultaneously gave a standing ovation, and the sound of cheering that echoed mixed with the sound of crying Haru. ARMY re-sang the chorus of the song, without music, just the pure voice of thousands of sincere hearts. After the atmosphere calmed down a bit, the two said that they had written a special letter that they wanted to read that night. Taehyung took a sheet of paper from his suit pocket, then began to read in a trembling voice. For the ARMY, you are a light when we are lost. You are the hands that always lift us up when we are about to fall. I may not always be good at expressing my feelings, but tonight I want you to know, our every move, our every song, our every smile, it's all for you. Thank you for growing with us. The atmosphere was quiet for a moment, then there were sobs in the audience. Jungkook then opened his own letter, his eyes already wet before he began to read. To the beloved ARMY, I was just a kid who dreamed of singing, and you made my little dreams come true that I never even imagined. If I ever feel tired, I just need to remember your smile. If I'm scared, I just have to look in your direction, because you are my home. At the end of the letter reading, the two hugged tightly on stage. The cheers of the audience mixed with the cries of emotion, making the night feel so sacred and eternal, not just an ordinary concert. The night was a reminder that the relationship between BTS and ARMY was never just about artists and fans. They have gone through everything together, fears, failures, successes, until they became legends, even after the concert ended. The hashtags #ForeverWithBTS and #Jungkook taehyung crying instantly became the #1 trending worldwide. Korean and international media have praised how BTS has always managed to show their sincere, honest, and grateful human side, something rarely seen from an artist of their size. The evening closed with one last message written large on the screen. It's not though. And it's just a new chapter. We will always come back to sing with you. Jungkook and Taehyung stood on the stage, looked down with the other members, then said a word that made all the ARMY cry in unison. Thank you for loving us, forever. ARMY, are you ready for the next round with them? Because one song may be finished, but the memories and the love they leave behind will last forever. The evening was not just a concert. For ARMY and BTS, it was a night that brought together memories, hope, and love in one song they sang together. Taehyung and Jungkook crying in front of the ARMY is not a sign of weakness, but a testament to the strength and sincerity they've built up over the decades. A song, a million memories. And that night, all those present knew, the memories will last forever. Are you crying with them too?